Once again, let me roast and drag and hurt a couple of feelings today. So I already knew this was going to happen. This is what I was waiting on. Yes, nappy-headed Daquan, I was waiting on you to pop your dusty, dirty ass up here with this video because they stay up in the black woman's business instead of building, providing, creating, and getting rid of white supremacy and getting so-called reparations for all of us, create jobs, schools, making the neighborhood safe, making the community safe, making sure black women are safe, black children are safe. No, you sitting your gossipy ass up here hollering about, well, black women, them German women had y'all bothered. No, she didn't have me bothered because I already know about German women. I was over there and I know how they treat black men. They really don't like black men like that over there because they have lots of biracial babies and those kids, they grow up in orphanages. You remember that guy from Milli Vanilli, the light-skinned guy with the green eyes? Well, he was one of those kids that had a German mother, black father, dropped him off in the orphanage, and there he stayed until he was adopted by a white family. So that's what they think about your biracial kids, Tyrone. But this is what I was waiting on. And as I was going through the comments, nappy-headed Tyrone, of course, she didn't even say black women. And hit dog holler, yes she did, because this is why the video says that. Because she said, well, you know, I had a black man and he come from a really bad background, and he said that he wasn't loved for and cared for, and nobody did anything for him, and I make sure I get him anything he wants, I get him anything he needs, I bow down, wash, cook, clean, iron, I do everything, and I'm going to go to a Real Talk with Yanni. She went over it very, very well. Like she said, this sounds like this man was traumatized, and you're trying to trauma bond with your king. So there it is right there. Let me play it once again.
Nurturing by nature. His peoples and his family didn't even do that for him, you know? Like, the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially black American family, has barely a family unit.
So, she said the black American family barely has a family unit. And I said, but why is that? See, tell what happened to the black family, how the black family was destroyed by people who look like you. Black women were enslaved, like I said. You have a baby on Monday, they will sell that baby on Tuesday, they will sell your husband on Wednesday, and they will sell the rest of your children Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we all know most black women have to work. Some black women work 2 or 3 jobs, so you don't have time to sit there to be a stay-at-home mom to wash, cook, clean, iron, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for nappy-headed Daquan, because we all know black men do not make a whole lot of money in this country. Black women are the main bread earners. They're the main ones. They are paying the rent, the gas, the light, the phone, the food, the bill, the mortgage, the car note. And I don't know if y'all noticed, car insurance just went sky high. Car insurance just went sky high. So the black woman is shouldering all of the responsibility and all of the blame. The black man, well, he gets off scot-free. But let me keep going.
You know, there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young. It doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life.
Wait a minute. Did she say older? Didn't black men say if you're 25, you old and washed up and hit the wall? But when you're a Caucasian woman looking like this, she looks pretty old to me. She got to be at least, 35, 40? Oh, they would call her beautiful. They would call her a princess. They would say she's better than a black woman. She looks better than a black woman. And like I said, we got to start swinging back on these nappy heads. They love to compare us to Caucasian women, Asian women, Latin women. We got to start comparing these kings to these other races of men because they can't compare.
You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown, because unfortunately a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. They say by choice, but I don't believe them. Why would that?
And you have a dusty black king by choice, and I don't believe you, and I don't think that you could get you a white man. Oh, here come Horseface. Here come Horseface, handsome Squidward. And she had the nerve to holler about, well, I think older black women, they trying to compete with the younger women, and you one of these old women yourself because you don't look young, you don't look youthful, you look old and washed up and tired in the face. But let's go on to what she had to say. So let me go to the TikTok here. So here is the whole video here. This is on my TikTok. So let's see what handsome Squidward had to say. Let me get this to play right quick.
Us as black women. If you haven't seen the video, the woman came out, German women, talking about how black American women are no competition. Like, none at all. And she stood 10 toes on it, confidently said it. And honestly, y'all, there's no lies. Unfortunately, she felt comfortable saying that because it's true. We are not feminine women. We are not raised to respect, to be kind, to be nurturing, to be caring of our black men. And unfortunately, what they're doing, they're coming in and swooping them right on up because we are leaving the door right on open. They know how to talk to men. They know how to treat black men. They know how to love them properly, how to support them properly. And they have no problem doing it. And my issue is, right, us as black women, we want to sit back and talk about, well, why we can't do it and why we can do that. We don't do it because we don't want to. And we're not taught to want to do it. We're not taught to respect men. And we know this is the thing, right? We know that there's men out here who black men who would prefer a woman of a different race. Got it. You know, it might be her hair, whatever. You know, the exoticness. I got it. But we also want to face the fact that black men are choosing women of other race because of our attitude. They don't want to deal with our attitudes. They don't want to deal with a masculine woman. So instead of us trying to deflect and say, oh, it's about her hair, it's about her eyes, it ain't about that. It's about her attitude. The way that she loves him, the way that she treats him, the way that she talks to him. That's what a man wants. Any man wants that. I don't want the woman who's going to be aggressive. It ain't about her being a white woman with long hair. No, it's about her being a kind woman.
Lies, lies, lies. He's addicted to her skin and her hair and her features. And like I said, dark-skinned Tyrone, he wants to have biracial kids because he wants to breed up that dark skin, those Negroid features, and then nappy-headed gene. See, a woman like you, he wouldn't want to have kids with because he's scared his kids are going to come out dark-skinned looking like you. And black women like this, they have poor self-esteem, poor self-worth, and they're self-loathing. And you let a white woman tell you that you're less than, and you're lower than, and you're nothing. So, Janine, just a girl, you're very dangerous to black women because you come on here with that poor me, woe is me, I'm a black woman, don't nobody want me. That German woman ate us, boo-boo, she didn't eat me up, she ate you up. Because that's why you came on here to do this goddamn video. And as usual, nappy-headed Daquan, remember I told y'all, they troll this internet, they troll this social media, they troll this TikTok harder than I do, looking for anything to use against you as a weapon. Remember I told you, they take anything and everything and they weaponize it against the black woman. And these unattractive pick-me's, horse-face, handsome Squidward, oh yeah, they love your content because you don't do nothing but sit there and downgrade black women all day, every day. I can tell you are projecting. And this is why I say these pick-me's and these pick-meishas and these black male-identified worshipers, they have the lowest self-esteem on the planet. Because if you let one Caucasian woman from Germany pop up saying, you know what, it's true, we're not feminine, we're not fit, we're not friendly, we don't love black men, we don't respect black men, why would I want to do that? Y'all just saw me post a video, black woman, postal worker, walking down the street, got shot 15 times by a black man. They have another black woman that I posted. She was trying to do the child pickup with the child's father. He unalived her and 3 of her friends. So I'm supposed to be fit, friendly, and submissive to a race of males. Most of them have HIV, herpes, syphilis. Y'all seen the stories of these women hop up on this app saying they got infected by Daquan. He had that shit and he knew it. Y'all seen the stories where black women have been found stuff in refrigerators like this beautiful model in LA, Melissa Mooney. Yeah. Not too far from where I'm at, and I said, whoa, I know exactly where that building is. I drive by it all the time. Moved the Dusty Black King into her house, and he unalived her, and they still trying to figure out how in the hell did she know this guy, and why did she move him in her house? But let me keep going.
Who supports me, who respects my opinion. But we get so caught up in, I ain't listen to no man, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, I have to be masculine, this is my situation, that's what I could do about it, and it is. It says you can change if you want to. You have to want to change.
So, once again, black women were forced to be in the masculine since we got dropped off here, because like I said, black women have always worked. We have never had an easy break. We have never had an easy time. We have never been able to, be like a Marilyn Monroe. Oh, my name is Misha, and I'm so helpless and I'm so weak. I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna faint. Oh my God, I'm gonna faint. I hope Tyrone catches me. I'm a weak, fit, feminine, submissive woman. Huh? Walk around the hood like that and see if you don't last a week. The wolves will come and eat you up. So she said, these Caucasian women, They're a good fit for black men. They know how to love a black man. They know how to be kind to a black man. Is that why that girl stabbed up Toby Obamselli? Is that why he got unalived? Because this here on my screen was so fit, friendly, and submissive, huh? We all know the story. Toby Obamselli is no longer here. Because let me show you why. Let me show you why. And we ain't gonna even talk about Bad Baby. Didn't Bad Baby just get her ass whooped by her baby daddy? So we all know when the stats just came out, when the black man gets with the Caucasian woman, it doesn't work out. It always ends in a very high divorce, and that woman is left with those biracial babies with no help. So I think these women, I think they need to get the kings, finish taking them up above our hands, doing all black women a favor. But I'm going to play a couple of more TikToks that I come across, because this lady here, well, they was tearing her a new asshole on TikTok, and so did I. So Broomhilda didn't push no buttons on me. I said, if you want a black man, take one. If you feel like black women are no competition, okay, well, that's your opinion. I know I look good, I live good, I feel good. I don't know about you, Janine, but you have very poor self-esteem, very poor self-worth, and you have the nerve to bring your funny-looking self on this app and project. But like I said, the kings, they love these pick-me's like this, because everything you do, everything you say, they take it and they weaponize it against you. What's this video? It's something that I'm looking for. Oh, back to this here. So, let me show you who made the video. Let me scroll down a little bit. So, as you can see, dark skin, unattractive, nappy headed, and y'all think I just be saying it because I'm just hating on dark skinned men? No. I used to be in Pakistan, and every now and then I pass through there and I see the same thing. The darker, the more self-loathing, the more self-hating, and the more dangerous they are to black women. So, this dude here, he couldn't wait to chime in on it, and I said, wait a minute now, didn't Hillary Clinton call y'all super predators not too long ago, and y'all's feelings was hurt? So let me show you why. Black women can't be fit, friendly, and submissive, and bow down and smile and grin at every goddamn body. Do you know, if I smiled and grinned at every black male that came my way, I wouldn't be here? Because they think everybody wants them. They think that they are the most desirable. I put on my sunglasses to cover these pretty eyes, and I hate to have them in my fucking face. I'm like, look, Daquan, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Move along. Move along. Can you see my waistband? You see what I'm holding? You got 5 seconds to get the fuck away from me before I send you to meet your maker. That's how I treat these kings, because they don't deserve no goddamn respect. Even when you talk to them in a kind manner, in their minds, they think that I want them. You know how you be like, let's say, 7-Eleven, I go in there to buy some lottery tickets, you know, some sunflower seeds. Here come Daquan, and I'm sitting there having a small chit-chat, because you got to be nice, because otherwise they'll follow you and they'll be ready to unalive you right then and there on the spot. And next thing you know, I'm looking this fool like, you're not my type. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I got a man. I'm with somebody. Well, I can be your side dude. I can be your side. Nigga, did you not hear me? I got, Betty, I tell you what. My mortgage is pretty high, and so is my utilities. You think you can pay that? That's how you get rid of them. My mama always told me, you want to get rid of one of these dusty kings, tell them you're pregnant, or ask them for some money. But nowadays, if you tell him you're pregnant by one, well, he'll unalive you. But if you tell him, I need some money, he'll disappear real quick, real fast. So, real talk with Yanni, she had some real good commentary on this video. And like she said, this woman here was trauma bonding. Just listen to her. What kind of dusty king she picked up. But funny, she didn't say my husband. I believe that's her boyfriend. And y'all need to come over here to Germany. We love you in Germany. And I said, wait a minute now. Ain't that the home of the Holocaust? Last time I checked, they're not too fond of black males over there in Germany. I was there. I saw it for myself, because they have a bunch of dusty Africans walking around, and they can't get jobs. They don't want to rent to you. If you sit next to them on the bus bench, they will get up, they will move. They live in one part of the town, and those Germans do not want you around. So this was a very interesting rage-bait German woman seeking validation online for her traumatized childhood, having a man. Yeah, so Yanni broke it down really, really good. And what she had to say about this woman was 100% true. She was like, you know what? You sound traumatized, he sound traumatized, and you're trauma bonding. But we all know when the Kings lay up with Miss Ann, they talk really, really bad about black women. And this is why they get so emboldened to come on this app to talk shit. I don't care if it's a German woman or a Caucasian woman here. And this lady here, update on the insecure German lady. Now it all makes sense. Politics by Tabitha. So let me play a little bit of this. Fair use. Let's go over this right quick.
Come here. Y'all remember, I came in this morning and talked about that German lady, and that I felt she was insecure, that her man man was part of the problem, why she felt comfortable enough to come out here onto the internet, is because her man is behind the scenes trashing and talking shit about black women, and he's doing that so that she will feel more secure in their relationship. And so her talking shit and trash about black women helps her to feel more secure in her relationship. Remember that this morning? Y'all could go back a couple of videos. It's on this page. Well, baby, my For You page came through. Do you hear what I'm saying? She is feeling insecure in her relationship to her average black man because she didn't really get that man because he loved her. She got that man because she bought and paid for him. How do I know this? She told us from her own mouth.
Ladies, you gotta compete for your man if you want that man to realize that you are a keeper. See, Americans are a rarity and a specialty here in Germany. So when my husband, back then boyfriend, came to visit me in Germany back in '06, I had to prove to him that I was better than everybody he dated before and that I'm going to be better than everybody that he could possibly date in the future. So I took the man on trips, I bought him everything that he wanted to have and stuff that he didn't even want to have, and I had to let him know, look, I adore you, I appreciate you coming all from America to Germany and come visit me, and I'll have to prove to you, and I will do everything and anything that is in my power to show you that I am the one. Why am I saying this? I just want to tell you, gentlemen, that there are women who will compete for you. So ladies, compete for your man if you want him to know that you're a keeper, and if you don't want to compete for him, don't be mad if he doesn't want to compete for you.
Now, wait a minute. Didn't she say that there was no competition? Clearly, there was competition. She just beat out the competition because she was willing to spend more money for him. She spent a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money trying to convince this average black man that she was the one.
So, did you hear that, ladies? So, Politics by Tabitha broke it down. So, there was a competition. This woman sat here and said, wait a minute. So, you can see here, it has passport bros at the bottom. So, she did compete. She competed to get herself a Dusty. I think all black males need to get their passport. Please go over there to Germany. Them hoes is waiting on you. But let me go over a few things right quick. So, it's funny how these kings, they never talk about this. Y'all seen this story? I just posted it. Postal carrier unalive. This is a black woman unalive by a black male because this has been going on in Chicago quite a bit. A lot of these kings, they don't work. They don't have anything. And they are unaliving postal worker. This woman here, 48, shot 15 times. But Horseface, handsome Squidward, they want us to be friendly, nice, kind, and caring, and submissive, and you'll still end up losing your life fooling around with these demons. You know what? Pickmes, they never talk about the black femme side. This lady here, she got jumped on working at the Dollar General, just doing her job. Former Dollar General employee, Michelle Abney, gets emotional speaking about why she quit. Yes, she was trying to do her job, and the black man came in there and stomped the living daylights out of her with his steel-toe boots in broad daylight. Hey, handsome Squidward, how come you don't never talk about these cases? But I'm supposed to say, oh, I'm just fit, friendly, submissive. Please come in here and stomp on me with your steel-toe boots and treat me like dirt. Oh, here we go again. Black women share their frightening experiences being targets of crime in Chicago. Fair use. Let me go over this again.
Statistics about black women and crime. Investigating Injustice, Black Women at Risk takes a deep dive into the data, revealing a decades-long trend that continues today. In 2022, there were more than 269,000 crime victims in Chicago. Of those, about 67,000 were black women. Those 67,000 women represent 25%, or 1 out of every 4 crime victims in the city. Now compare that to Chicago's population, where black women make up just 16% of people living here. Tonight, CBS 2 investigator Dorothy Tucker meets the women who wanted to share their stories of encountering crimes in places they visit all the time, places you may visit too. A warning, their stories of their physical pain and emotional scars may be difficult to hear, the photos hard to see, but necessary, these women say, to shine a light on the larger problem and send a call for help. One story in particular ends in a tragic twist. Chicago.
Sunshine already in Chicagoland. It'll be here for a while.
For all it has to offer,
can be a challenging city.
New at 10, we're learning more about the victims in the horrific hit and run over the week.
Wait a minute. Let me go down a little bit. So, these are some of the stats of black women in Chicago. It's quite dangerous. But, Horseface, they want us to be, oh, that's okay. You can shoot me. You can SA me. You can carjack me. You can unalive me. And I'll just smile and say, oh, it's a black man.
66 black women were carjacked or robbed at the pump.
I was filling up my gas for the week. It was over the weekend. I was filling up my gas for the week, for the work week.
Sierra Jameson was one of them.
I had a young gentleman come up to me and asked me, did I smoke? I said, no, sir, I do not smoke.
She wasn't driving this car. She was driving her prized 2018 black Jeep Wrangler. That's what the man wanted.
He was like, literally, come right here. Bitch, give me your keys.
Even though he had a kitchen knife, this single mother and aspiring nurse with a 6-year-old son with autism said no.
What made me say no? Because I observed him. I could tell that he was really, I could tell that he really didn't know what he was doing. Because he was flinching, he was nervous.
And at the very end of this woman was unalived by her black boyfriend. So black women are dealing with a lot. We have the highest rates of domestic violence, carjacking, SA. You see there? You see there? Let me play this right quick.
Trying to get to work, return home, or go to school.
And they came from right here.
Kenya Merrills and her mom were attacked by a mob of robbers on the Red Line at 95th Street after leaving a downtown college.
He punched me in my face.
I had already knew I was gonna die. So I just said...
Wait a minute. Let me go back one more time. He punched me in the face. Let's go back one more time. One more time.
162. Even in the sanctuary of a church, 47 black women filed police reports. And on the public transportation so many rely on, 769 black women faced assaults, batteries, robberies, and other crimes just trying to get to work, return home, or go to school.
And they came from right here.
Kenya Merrills and her mom were attacked by a mob of robbers on the Red Line at 95th Street after leaving a downtown college.
He punched me in my face.
I had already knew I was gonna die. So I just said, let me just shield my daughter so she won't die.
So, back to this. Horseface, you want us to be friendly to these kings? You want us to be friendly to this king? These women were minding their business, leaving the college, and like she said, punch me in my face. Punch him in my face. I thought we were going to die. Then let me go down to this one right quick. This lady here, she got shot in the face. Blew out almost all of her teeth. Let me start it here.
Listed the incident as a street crime. Last year, 1,130 black women were attacked and injured on Chicago's streets.
I was targeted.
3 strangers, unprovoked, started screaming at Williams inside the restaurant. Then they followed her to her car.
That night, I feared for my life.
What happened next was that...
Did you hear that? One more time. 3 strangers screamed at her, followed her unprovoked. One more time.
The police report listed the incident as a street crime. Last year, 1,130 black women were attacked and injured on Chicago's streets.
I was targeted.
3 strangers, unprovoked, started screaming at Williams inside the restaurant. Then they followed her to her car.
That night, I feared for my life.
What happened next was that life-changing moment. You saw the gun.
He shot, boom, 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 then just started shooting at our head.
Her tone today, kind of matter of fact.
And that was it. I didn't even know I was shot right away.
But these photos from that night, her hospital bed, scream agony.
The biggest burn I ever felt. My teeth were blown out.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Horseface? Did you hear that, you horse-faced man be having bitch? Her teeth were blown out. Let me play that clip one more time. I want y'all to hear that. I want y'all to hear that her teeth were blown out. One more time. One more time.
Just start shooting at our head.
Her tone today, kind of matter of fact.
And that was it. I didn't even know I was shot right away.
But these photos from that night, her hospital bed, scream agony.
The biggest burn I ever felt.
My teeth are blown out. I have no teeth here on the side. I was spitting out bullets and teeth at the same time.
Williams misses her smile.
Did you hear that? I was spitting out bullets and teeth. Do you know how much it costs to get dental work to get an implant? That's a couple of $1,000s per tooth. Ask me how do I know? My neighbor just got a few, and they're a couple of $1,000s each. Couple of $1,000s each. So this lady lost half of her teeth on the side. So this woman here is no longer here. So let me get to this right quick. They found her unalive inside that Jeep. So the king that she was dating took her life and took her out. So when you see these horse-faced pick-me's, well, we need to be kinder, we need to be nicer, we need to be this, we need to be that. And you'll end up losing your life. So you can keep on listening to Just a Girl and black women need to do this. This woman here shot 15 times in Chicago. We not when you were talking about Memphis, Atlanta, LA, and various parts of New York, you name it, it's not safe for a black woman. But when Miss Ann get with these kings, these wonderful, nice, kind, caring relationships, so I guess she was so fit, friendly, and submissive, she took this fool out. And I hope they drop the charges on her. I hope she doesn't do a goddamn day in jail. Free Brittany. Free, not Brittany, Courtney. Free Courtney, Clinty, whatever the hell her name is. So, once again, these kings, remember I told you, nappy-headed Daquan, they sit around and they wait for anything to use against you, black women, and we got to start fighting back. Why do you think I come here on this motherfucker day in and day out and crank out so much content? Don't you know I got better things to do besides to bang on these niggas and these mammies and these silly ass hoes all day? I do this for the love and the passion of black women. I do this because, not all of them, but I do have a love and respect and admiration for black women. I have no respect, love for mammies, pick-me's, and pushovers because those are the black women that tell us to get used and abused and to catch all kinds of STDs, to have Tyrone's little ugly babies, and just say, well, just go to church and pray and everything will be fine. Just forgive. So when I do these stories, let me go over this right quick. So when I do these stories, this makes my blood boil. 48 years old, that's very young, shot 15 times. Let me go over this one here. This woman here was trying to do her job at the Dollar General. A mom trying to do her job, and like she said, when my son saw me all beat up and all swelled up, he's trying to figure out, Mommy, what happened? So, Horseface, yeah, they want you to be victims. This young lady here, they had just talked to her on the news. Well, they found her unalive in a Jeep, and it was a black man who did it. So, they don't never talk about all the horrible things that happen to black women, the black femme side. Oh, shit, wait a minute, I almost forgot. Sister girl right here, I had to download this from TikTok. Black women in no competition. Let me go over this before I forget.
Girl, what the fuck is wrong with black women? Why is y'all getting on TikTok agreeing with this German bitch? Are y'all okay? Listen, I done said it before, I'll say it again. Black women are their own worst enemy. Like, what the fuck do you gain from getting on TikTok admitting defeat to goddamn Heinz 47? Oh, she's right. Black women, we aren't any competition. No, you self-hating bitches ain't no motherfucking competition.
Facts.
I ain't even seen that German Shepherd's video, and I hope I never do, because I'm really not trying to hear no shit like that. You not finna sit up in my face and lie. If black women weren't competition, you would never have to say it, sis. Let's be real. We are your biggest competition. Y'all been competing with us since we were slaves. Let's be real, bitch. You like to play into the white supremacist standards of women and femininity that cater to you. That's the only reason why you believe that black women are no competition. You're simply just upholding white supremacy to secure your spot, because let's be real, without that privilege, you bitches ain't. Oh, Lord, don't even get me started. You boring, basic ass. Look, I don't even want to take it there, because I'm not really trying to start no race war amongst women, and I have no reason to tear you girls down, because when I say that y'all not no competition, I actually mean it. I ain't never had to get on no platform and announce that German women are not competition for me. Like, duh. You literally got Hitler genes, and you worried about black women? But as for the black women who agree with her, who are trying to make think pieces, wagging their fingers and lecturing other black women, please stop. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I don't know. Find you some way to heal from your trauma. Like, I don't know why you hate being a black woman so much. I guarantee you it has something to do with the way black men treat you. And that's very unfortunate.
She just said something. I guarantee it has something to do with the way how black men have treated you. Back to Horseface here. So, looking like this, I know you got drugged up and down the Blackistan streets because women like you, they don't like your skin tone, your hair, your features, and none of the above. Yet, I love a black man. I worship a black man. I will bow down to a black man. I wish you shut the fuck up and get up off of TikTok. But let me go over something right quick before I forget. So here we go. This is what German Miss Ann don't tell these nappy heads. Like I said, they don't read, they're not very intelligent, and they don't know nothing. The Nazi persecution of black people in Germany. The first people who got rounded up in the Holocaust were blacks. They had quite a few Africans living there, and when they outlived the usefulness, well, Hitler and the crew said round them up, gas them, send them to die. So there it is there. Black people in the EU face ever more racism. Almost half people of African descent in the EU face racism and discrimination in their daily life. Racist harassment and ethnic profiling also common, especially for young people, finds a new survey from the EU agency. So those Africans that live here, that live there, they're not treated very well. I was there and I didn't have any problem, but I know for a fact from what I saw, they didn't like black males and they didn't like Africans. So here it is here. More than half of black people surveyed in Germany reported racism. So they go there by the thousands because they're trying to escape Africa, because once again, the black man, he didn't build anything there. He didn't create anything. It's a lot of poverty. Foreigners come there and they take the wealth. Africa has quite a bit of wealth in the ground, but they don't know how to get it out. So the white man came there, the Chinese, the Arab, the Lebanese, the Russians, everybody there extracting wealth out the ground. And, well, the African is standing there scratching his head and scratching his ass. He don't know how to do it. So there it is there. Fact sheet briefing, racism, discrimination, and black people in Germany. Passport bros, please go. Please, there it is there. Black people in Germany under the Nazi regime were persecuted, alienated, and deleted during this period. So, can you see that there? Can you see that there? They had propaganda posters all over the place. So, that history is still there. That didn't go away. So, let me go over something right quick that caught my attention. Berlin's renters face more misery as housing crisis deepens. It's quite expensive to live there, and right now the economy isn't that great. This is fairly recent. So please, Passport Bros, going over there to Germany and listen to that lady, and you're going to find out this is what's waiting on you. Being black in the EU often means racism, poor housing, and poor jobs. So, I knew quite a few people that are from there, and like they were saying, German jobs are for Germans. So when I was there, the blacks, as well as the other foreigners, they live on one side of town. They don't want you over there. They really don't like you like that. But Miss Ann, they just want to lay up and hop on the chocolate man and have a good time with him. But they're not going to tell you none of this. So, let me see. Anything else that I wanted to go over that I wanted to talk about? Oh, that's about it. So, yeah, life over there in Germany, they don't treat you too well over there. So, they have a gang of Africans, and they will tell you, go back to Africa. Go back to your country. What are you doing here in my nice, clean country? They have no problem with that. So, like I said, once again, nappy-headed Daquan, they take everything they can find and they weaponize it against black women. So, this type of pick-me here is very dangerous, and I tell these young women, these girls, don't listen to this. They want you to have poor self-esteem, poor self-worth. They want you to have your head down and not feeling good about yourself. It is a hell no for me. I wish Broomhill in the Wood pop up in my face with that shit. Like this lady said, let me go back to this right quick. Y'all get white privilege from white supremacy, because if you didn't have that white privilege, you would be all the way down there at the bottom, and we would be shitting on them hoes and dominating them. So we all know the Kangs, they love anything Caucasian. Y'all saw them, what is that thing, the Gambia? They got 60, 70-year-old ladies with 18, 19-year-old African dudes, because everybody knows the black man has no standard. Anybody want a black man can get one. I don't want one, because I don't find it to be handsome or attractive, and I don't want to have Daquan's ugly little baby. So this lady here, I really liked her video. This really, really stood out to me. So, there you go. This lady here did her thing. Yeah, so Miss Ann didn't eat nobody if she ate you up, boo-boo, because when you have poor self-esteem and poor self-worth, like she said, I can tell you've been dramatized and traumatized by these Kangs. I know they done drug you through the mud because you're a very unattractive girl. You're the kind that they hate. When I was a young girl in school, you were the one that they used to clown all day, every day, and call all kinds of names and used to get picked on. So, in your mind, you feel like I'm going to come here to TikTok and I'm going to praise the Kangs, and I was like, they're going to still drag you through the mud. I don't care what you say. They still don't want you. Black women could be doormats all day long. I see it all day. I know plenty of black women who work 2 jobs, who have degrees. They pay off the rent, the gas, the light, the phone, the food, have an STD every couple of weeks. And I said, wow, is that what you have to do to have a black man? No, I'm good. And we're not going to even go on over the STD stats. 64% of black women are the newest HIV cases. That's quite high. Houston just had a HIV STD epidemic, and I bet you a guarantee quite a few of those women were black women. How did they get it? Fucking dirty dick Daquan. But hey, listen to just the girl. Keep listening to Janine's ugly ass, and well, you'll fuck around and wind up unalived or with something you can't get rid of. So Brunhilde, I need you to come get all these kings. I need you to take them up off our hands because you can have Daquan. You can have Daquan. We're not competing with you for those kings. Women like this here, she probably is competing with you because she wants a black man. She needs one. And her friends, I don't feed them, fuck them, fight them, date them. There you have it. It's pretty black and I'm out. Next!